won when he was doing that dance. 2 months later, he quit. Remember when they tried to bomb me? Remember that whole weekend was about bombing me. That's a fact, Jack. But Kumi didn't have a problem with that, right? Got it. WABC. Wouldn't it be funny? It was like an easy number to call, like 1-800-WABC. Let me see if they have a contact thing. Main menu. No, it doesn't have a oh wait. No. All right, I'll look. I'll look for it. I'm gonna look for. We should call the number on the show. Listen, it's some they at some point they're gonna be like, okay, it doesn't matter really. He's gonna get fired, but in any case, even if he don't get fired, he ain't doing that. He ain't going anywhere. He ain't going anywhere. Like I forget who said it, but like he says Howard Stern is insignificant at this point, but yet he had an old Howard Stern grifter intern as his first guest. But again, we should worry about Howard Stern. I mean, this guy's a loser. And then his girlfriend is tweeting N-bombs. How about if Howard Stern's girlfriend or wife was tweeting N-bombs? Howard Stern would it'd be a scandal immediately. But nobody cares about Cumia. That's why. No, he doesn't exist. He literally doesn't exist. That's why you get Steve Grillo as your first guest. Call this episode Watching Losers Lose. It's a little redundant, but I like it. Watching Losers Lose. Kev, how do I explain to my coworkers why the show I'm listening to is screaming the P word every 8 seconds things? How do you... I'm against it. That's how you say it. I'm against it. I'm like what's that guy's name? The guy from America's Most Wanted. He used to scream it a lot, right? What was his name? John Walsh. I asked you guys, and I just come up with myself. John Walsh, right? He was adamant. He was going on. He went to Congress. I might go to Congress and yell about it. I think Cumia did a work about this pedophile. Him and the pedophile network did a work because they thought hobnobbing with pedophiles was okay, and then once they got busted, they thought it was okay to try to make fun with it. It's like I'll be yelling. I'm gonna go to the highest mountaintop and yell. Yes, the PDF file. Cockroach. Oh, cockroach. I get it. Currently, 3 people are reading that loser's $5 book. Laugh my ass off. Another Stern loser. I guess Anthony didn't sell any books. How do you know? How do you know how many people are reading it? Is that like a fact? That'd be fantastic. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to track how many books they sold yesterday, right? There's got to be a way. I'll ask Adam. There's got to be a way that they can track how many books they sold them. I mean, they track everything else. Well, can you? Maybe Amazon probably knows. Maybe they don't tell you. I'm sure he knows. I'm sure Steve Grillo knows how many books he sold yesterday. Yeah. Stern's a loser. He's a nothing, according to Cumia, but he has a Stern reject. Cumia loves Stern rejects. He really does. Grillo, why don't you have the Shuli on next time? That'll never happen because then all the calls will be like, "Hey, why do you support a pet like the Shitwire does?" No, I'm gonna have Steve Grillo on. I'll pay him to come on, and he can tell me how many books he sold. Then proceeds to go to the Shit Network to discuss more Stern. Yes, it's classic tomfoolery. Yeah, Howard Stern's a nothing. Howard Stern, nobody even cared. Nobody even gives a shit. I guess he was talking about. Comey was talking about Bill Burr yesterday. I didn't watch, but I saw something. I guess on somewhere, probably Reddit. I didn't watch the clip, but of course, Comey talks about that. Nobody cares about Bill Burr. Right. Nobody cares about Howard Stern. Right. But then he has a Howard Stern reject on. I mean, it's classic Cumia. Another good title. Oh, Baba, $50. Thank you. See, I didn't even set a goal, and I might have hit it anyway. F all the Stern hacks. They had the greatest job ever and said all up, dumb, mouth. Listen, man. Listen. They're in the beginning of the clip. I'm not gonna. I don't think I want to listen to it now. But Cumia did say, basically, that anybody who worked for Howard Stern show was the envy. You know, when he was a 10 knocker, he said, you know, everybody listened to Howard Stern, and everybody, you know, all the 10 knockers, all the guys had regular jobs, would have gave their left nutsack to work on the Howard Stern show. And it's like, that may be true, but I don't think they would give their left nutsack to work for free. And that's a fact, Jack. So the fact that Cumia's basically dick riding this loser Steve Grillo to act like, you know, you had it made, you had the greatest job in the world, except you weren't getting paid. And Steve Grillo, I mean, I asked Steve Grillo why you weren't getting. He did Burning Bridges, and I think he did my show. I did his show. It's like he's just another nothing. He's another Shuley, just another nothing. Guys that could have been something, and they weren't. Like that movie, I could have been a contender. I mean, these guys are losers. Again, the network, is that what Howard Stern taught them? I mean, Howard Stern was cheapest. The fact that he wouldn't pay Steve Grillo, that's disgusting. But again, that's what Shuley learned. Shuley learned, don't pay anybody, pay them next to nothing. And that's how you start employing pedophiles, because again, was that guy selling pedophiles on the side? I guarantee he was. But if you have that many images, 6,000 images of pedophile content, yes, you're probably selling it. And again, Shuley learned from just tell these guys you're getting on the ground floor and tell them the great opportunity. And the Howard Stern show probably was a great opportunity. And they fit up. That's 100% true, Bob. And I'm not just saying it because you gave me $50. Yeah, and they should have been like, again, Artie Lang was a straight up junkie, and he blew up on that show, straight up junkie. And again, so if you provide any content for the Howard Stern show, the limo driver is way more famous than the Steve Grillo and the shitwayer combined. So if you provide any content for the Howard Stern show, you're going to blow up. But of course, Shuley can only do one thing: get high and then blame others for his failure. Anti-Semitism or blah 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 blah. CHRISSY was just on Adam Carolla's show. Oh no, she's gonna take me down. Nobody gives a fuck what CHRISSY did. Remember, she was on Alex Jones' show. It doesn't matter what show you're on. Paul Verzi was on the Joe Rogan show, and no one's ever heard of him.